is because somebody has built on a waterway. It is because somebody bought land when they told the person that this is a Ramsar site, but the person still went on to build. That is our problem. Indiscipline from those giving the land and those buying all. Because we don't enforce anything in this country.
Welcome to Sauce and Pepper.
So Kingsley, we will first of all like to, give all the reverence to our brothers and sisters we lost during the June 3rd disaster, and it's been 11 years. And you would think that as a nation, we've learned from this and have really, gone through it all. But as I speak to you, and it is crazy, like, within a space of time, a lot of things were happening all at once. You would hear that the Accra, the police barracks at Accra Central caught fire. A whole building collapsed with people in it. And when we talk about flood, we are here again. As East Legon Hills, I don't understand which hill that floods every time. A hill.
Nana Crow.
Like, what is happening? What is all this? Talk and no action, no do.
But we shouldn't be tired of talking. Let's talk until the leaders.
How long? We must move on to other things.
Some people did it to give up and see. So be like, give up and don't give up. Let's keep mounting pressure. Maybe we'll be. See, the generation before us, I keep telling you that they failed us, but they don't want us to have this conversation.
Fact.
We'll finish and call us 20 years from now, someone also sits on this chair and be like, you failed us. Do we want that same narrative? No. So let's put pressure on people we voted for to take action when necessary. Because right now, it is like, I keep telling you, if you start every year, two things are constant. Dirty December and flooding. We had timeline, so and newspaper, like, we shouldn't get used to it because we know what to do to curb this flooding situation. Accra, naturally, we know where we are. It's a flood-prone region. But there are things we can do. Areas that used to not flood are now flooding. Areas that were not used to flooding are now flooding. So why are we sitting down for all these things to happen to us? It was because we were doing something right then. And now that knowledge and enlightenment has come, more. So we shouldn't get tired talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, these are serious times, and serious times actually require some serious measures. And I'm here thinking that maybe, Kingsley, we should start thinking of how maybe we can move the capital city from Accra to somewhere else. And the thinking behind it is, let's get a place that is evergreen where we can start afresh. Because see, population has grown, infrastructure, there will be pressure on infrastructure, especially here in Accra. Everyone wants to move in here and do whatever, and you can't fault them because all the opportunities are here. But if we are deliberate and we move to an evergreen place, of course, then we'll be forced to move some government institutions there. Thereby, even by extension, it would create other form of those activities regions to happen around there, and this is the thinking, because we can't continue to do the same thing and expect a different result.
I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree. But the reason why sometimes when conversations about relocation comes and I'm indifferent is because Accra in Choki.
Really?
Oh, in Choki.
So what is
it's our actions and inactions now, man, they look like a choky. Have you been to the Amasama area?
Okay.
Have you been to the Dodowa side there? There are lands, so still lands there. But where we are not supposed to build, we are building there. If we had planned the city well, it looks small on the surface, right?
Yeah.
But we could have managed this well. It's your more motives, so now they are surrounded by 80% water. Now, are they more human than us? It is because somebody has built on a waterway. It is because somebody bought land when they told the person that this is a Ramsar site, but the person still went on to build. That is our problem. Indiscipline from those giving the land and those buying all. Because we don't enforce anything in this country.
You know, I agree. And you see, sometimes so today when I was coming in the morning, and I could see the gutter there, Charlie, the gutter is full like this. And then I'm thinking that if we really had some alternative transport system, I was looking at this could be a place where I could just, after getting ready for work, I can just come and pick my boat, and it will even pass through here, and I can get down and come to work. But its final destination could be Circle. Mm-hmm. Do you get? Yeah. But even beside that, those are aspirations, right? Mm-hmm. But we have a body that is supposed to educate Ghanaians. And sometimes I forgive Ghanaians their ignorance, because what you don't know, you don't know. But it is the duty of duty bearers to make sure that our people know. See, history has told me.
Which agency is that?
That is the NCCE.
Okay.
Yeah, the NCCE. They are responsible for that. And I am saying this because in the past we've been told that, may his soul rest in peace, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, when he used to go out, especially in the north, to preach out his vision and aspirations and things he wants to do for the country, he took with him performers who would perform and show the vision clear to the people. You know, sometimes they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Do you get it? So let's start. Maybe it's time for us to start employing some of these old tactics. Because you know what they say, so there is nothing wrong in employing some of these tactics, so that the people will be educated, so that the patriotic Ghanaian will know that if I am doing this, it's very un-Ghanaian.
So similar to what you are saying, mine is the whole local government system. Right. I have an issue. The issue is because Ghana, we like to popularize executive, legislature, and judiciary.
Right.
Then we leave everything else to the back. So tell me why I was getting ready this morning to come to work, and I'm watching a morning show host.
Okay.
Picking calls from people who have been affected by yesterday's rains.
Yeah.
And when you call into the show, she will ask you, now, maybe I'm afraid Alajo. Then soon I am day. Oh, I say now when Pierre Wine, a journalist too.
Come on. That's the
who
first
should
point
know
of
better
call.
is asking the caller who the MP is. MP mayor then. MP. Flat the seat. And then I'll be say MP and not MCE or the DCE of that area.
But Kingsley, would you not, admit that, even including me, we do not have a better understanding of our local government system?
I will pardon you if you don't know, but the journalist sitting on TV who is supposed to educate, inform, and entertain.
So it's his duty.
You are supposed to let them. We have to make some MCEs and DCEs popular during this flooding period.
It's true.
To expose how they are not working. But we also don't know if the allocations are going to them.
Oh no, but we hear. Look, on a number. Wait. On a number of times when I've heard the president during town hall meetings, he has always maintained that they are receiving 80% of the funds that must be allocated to them.
So who is checking to make sure that they are using it for the right things?
Right.
Because, see, like I keep telling
you, there should be KPIs.
The fact that the president appointed you doesn't mean that you can do anything you like.
Okay.
People, we are talking about lives. The place that the building collapsed.
Yawana adenesi. Na isonu start na isonu anu odi ye pa isonu anu odi. Ite start ye to ebe ona guru ni nu ejogo. Edan no so enti se edan a if I say dan a we dan no waye obe hu obe say dan akasa.
How many stories?
3.
No, it's 2.
It's 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2. Hu obe say dan a we see awie waye bibia awie. Dan a nipa team.
It's an uncle inside.
Now, in 3 no more inside. Obi antimi bi.
These are human beings. And what hurts me is that when it happens, then they ask, are there any casualties? They've retrieved bodies.
They reduce it to numbers.
They reduce you to bodies.
Statistics. Oh, God.
And because nobody will be touched, it will happen again and again and again. first week of June, in fact, this period to the end of July, rains will come down. How are we preparing for this quote and unquote disaster that is awaiting this region?
So you see,
the scariest part is that until you are en route, you are in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Then the flood happens and it's taking the car and the motor you are sitting on somewhere you don't even know.
Yeah.
Because you can be caught unawares. June 3, where were they?
Some were just coming back from meeting their friends, buying.
Until the June 3 happened, everybody thought that the fuel station is a safe haven when it's raining. Or when something is happening.
So that's
you
when
just
you quickly
relax.
go and go and seek refuge.
And that thing happened. Today, you can be in the middle of the road, then the water will, if you're on a bridge, imagine the traffic is see you're on a bridge, the water overflows the bridge, and all you are seeing is flood water. You can't see road, you can't see where there's gutter, or whether there's gutter there or not. That is where we are heading to. So nobody is safe.
Kingsley, again, we must be strong on education. We need to educate our people, and some of us too, we need such education to understand our governance system so we can be able to hold those who are responsible, and they must not go unpunished, because when this is done, you realize that it would actually encourage people who are doing it, because if you do it, nothing would happen. And again, let's be proactive. Let's think outside the box. Let's use performance to educate Ghanaians so that the ordinary Ghanaian, imagine Nana Mama Brown telling you what to do during flood in the local dialect. These are things that people will easily assimilate. Because look, we are not in normal times. So we shouldn't do things like we are in normal times. What? It's sad.
Ghana and Kasadi, Nyamibecha Republic. We are just moving with grace and hope and inshallah that Ghana will not happen to you. Because just yesterday, you were alive, you are sleeping.
Actually,
building just collapses on you. Who is checking?
Mercy. Structural engineers, we have all of them at the MCEs, DCEs, all these.
And at this point in time, President Mahama, it was during your time that June 3 happened. It shouldn't be said that yesterday when it was raining and the collapse and everything, everybody is just the trauma of June 3, 2015. Everybody is saying June 3 again, June 3 again. Because even if we lose one life, that's a valuable citizen we've lost. We don't know what the person was going to do to help this country. So if we have to demolish buildings for everybody to be free, if we have to punish people, if we have to imprison people, the chiefs, the MCEs, those who work at the assembly, town and planning, those who are supposed to give permits, who are not giving or cutting corners, we must take a drastic action or decision right now, because if we don't, you won't have anybody left to govern.
Absolutely. Well, let us know what you think, what you make of this whole, consistent year-on-year flooding situation. Well, we'll be here to read them all. And whilst you're doing that, recommend this to a brother, a friend, a sister. Until we come your way next time, stay safe, be a great citizen. We are.